What's the motherfucking deal? Straight out of Poverty Radio. Mike D and this bitch smoking out on some sports shit. Fellas out there, I hope y'all enjoying some of these vids, man. I'm trying to create a dialogue between me and fellas out there who want to talk about sports and whatnot. No matter your race, whatever. Hoes too. But I want to talk about. I'm here to talk about Zion. We finna listen to Rick Buchert and spew his bullshit about is Zion a future MVP candidate? Did he live up to the hype? Did he live up to the hype in a year and a half? Basically, he played a little bit in the summer, but they played most of last season. He was hurt half of last season. So did Zion live up to the hype? Let's let J Mac bring it to the flow.
Zion Williamson's path to superstardom, but this season Stan Van Gundy's move to put the ball in Zion's hands more has unlocked new facets of his game. Zion dropped 32 last night, and now, at 20 years old, he became the fourth youngest All-Star behind Kobe, LeBron, and Magic. Rick, is this proof Zion has lived up to the hype of a future MVP player?
Man, if I thought you guys had made a mess of the Utah Jazz Lakers game, this one really took the cake.
Oh, wow.
No, he has. What was he supposed to be? In fact, you guys kind of got there on your own, totally by accident. What was he supposed to be from the very beginning? What was he advertised as? The next LeBron James. That's what I heard time after time.
In Rick's defense, I thought when I saw him in high school, not college. By college, he was too big. But in the high school, when I first found out about Zion, I think he was in the 10th grade. And I went to the barbershop. I'm like, man, this the next LeBron, because my homeboy had hyped me up who showed him to me. He was like, what is the next LeBron? So I'm like, he got me crunk. I'm like, what is the next LeBron right here? So I go to the barbershop. I'm like, man, it's the next LeBron. I showed him highlights and it was a dude in my cousin's chair. And they was like, man, the next LeBron. They LeBron dick riders. And I like LeBron, but I'm not a dick rider like those guys. Like, the next LeBron. Next thing you know, Zion got pretty popular. They never came back and said, damn, bro, you put us on him first. Fuck niggas.
He's the next LeBron James. And I thought, he's not the next LeBron James. He doesn't have the same game. Can he be dynamic? Can he be exciting? Can he sell tickets? Yes. Is he going to be the next LeBron James? No, he doesn't have that back. And so you guys admitted that.
Yet. He doesn't have that bag yet. I agree with Rick. Zion is limited as far as where he can score on the floor. But that doesn't necessarily mean he didn't live up to the hype. I mean, he has time. It's early. His jump shot, LeBron couldn't shoot at first. LeBron wasn't a good shooter at first, so Zion, I just want Zion to keep doing what he's doing. I don't necessarily think he has to have a jump shot, but to be an MVP level player, he's gonna at least have to do what Giannis does. So
he's not the next LeBron James. So no, he hasn't lived up the hype.
To me, he really is Zion. Speaking of Zion is like Charles Barkley mixed with Sean Kemp. Charles Barkley as a player with Sean Kemp's athleticism. He can jump like Sean Kemp, but he plays like the round mound of rebound.
The only reason that we started this conversation today is what? Because he's the youngest with Kobe, LeBron, and Magic to make the All-Star game. Well, there's an argument to be made that he shouldn't even be an All-Star this year.
Stop. He deserves to be an all-star. If not, who you going to put in? Who you going to take out? He deserves to be an all-star. Trae Young, maybe. Take him out, put in Trae Young. But come on, man. Zion deserves to be an all-star. He's an all-star, goddammit.
And let's put that to the side. But when Magic was an all-star for the first time, he was on a Lakers team that won 60 games and won a championship. Kobe was on a team that won 62 games and went to the Western Conference Finals. LeBron was on a team that didn't go to the playoffs and finished 42-40, but they were 30-21 at the All-Star break. the wins and losses do matter. The impact on the game and the team as a whole does matter. So while I love watching Zion play, and I think that he is a freak in his own right, I don't know that we've ever seen anything quite like him. Has he lived up to the hype? Hell no, he hasn't lived up to the hype, because they haven't come anywhere close. As a team, leading a team to success, he has not come close, even at this early date, to those guys that he's being compared to.
Wow. Rick, this is where you've gone off the rails. All right. I don't remember him being compared to LeBron. I certainly didn't think he'd be LeBron.
Some people were saying he was the next LeBron, because when he was first introduced to me by a homeboy of mine, my homeboy introduced me, this the next LeBron, boy. So
I remember Charles Barkley.
He's living up to the hype.
Larry Johnson.
You said that.
And he looks like he could be a Charles Barkley. Now, I'll give you this, Rick. I don't think he'll be as good as any of those young guys. Or, Magic, Kobe, LeBron. I don't think he'll be as good as those guys. But to put the winning...
Magic, Kobe, and LeBron, they was winning because they was on good-ass teams.
Or lack thereof on him, that is not right. You get a grace period as a young player. Magic was winning, but why? Oh, he had the MVP Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with him.
Thank you. He wasn't coming into the New Orleans Pelicans organization when Magic got drafted.
Jamal Wilkes there, another Hall of Famer. Kobe was winning, but why? Oh, he had Shaq, one of the greatest big men to ever play the game. I mean, come on. Is Brandon Ingram supposed to be Shaq? Is Lonzo Ball
Brandon Ingram pretty goddamn good, though.
supposed to be Kareem? I mean, come on. So LeBron James didn't make the playoffs his first 2 years, as you said. Kevin Durant didn't make the playoffs his first 2 years. I'm not going to hold it against Zion that his team...
Yeah, both Kevin Durant and LeBron, they both went to garbage-ass organization. The Sonics, they were about to move. And the Cleveland Cavaliers, come on, it's fucking Cleveland.
Team is struggling in the West, but hold up. Since they've put the ball in his hands, and I'm not...
Although those Cleveland teams with Mark Price and Brad Daugherty were pretty damn good.
Saying he's going to be a point guard, but he's just handling it a little more. It's another element that they've added to their offense. They've put the ball in his hands a little more. They've won 7 of 12. They are climbing in the West. The playoffs are not out of... Remember?
7 of 12 is a pretty good, 19 game ratio. That's pretty good. They won their last 7 of their last 12. That's a young team right there. A very young team with a new coach and a few new players, and people are still trying to figure out what their role in the NBA is. It's not going to be that simple to win right away. Brandon Ingram is just coming into his own. He's looking like, hey, I'm the guy. Now you got Zion coming, like, scoring 32 in first game after being named the first youngest All-Star. And now he's saying, hold up. It's 2 of us on this ship. So come on, you just got to be worked out. You got to work it out. Time. You got to give them at least 4 years. Next year and the year after. The year after is the deciding year for those 2 players, in my opinion. You got to pay Brandon. I think Brandon took some money. So you wait next year. Hopefully this, I'm not going to say it, this pandemic is gone. And then you can really see who guys are with a full off season and then start off fresh next season. And I think the season after that will be the season that I would decide whose team is going to be. But you got to give these guys at least 2-3 years to get their feet wet in the league. Because the league, year 1, deer in headlights. Year 2, I'm learning. I feel it's slowing down a little bit. Year 3, it's okay. I'm showing improvement. I should show growth. Year 4, it's shit. I get off the pot. Is he a part of this organization?
But you got to get to the 10. You got to get to 10, and then you're in the play-in game. So I'm not holding the losing against Zion, but I'm just saying, since he's had the ball in his hands, They're winning a little bit more,
Yeah, they are.
and he is
7-5.
playing well.
The ball needs to be in his hands. That's why I believe Lonzo Ball is out. I don't believe Lonzo Ball want to be in that motherfucker anyway, because he want to play with his brother, really. You can see he just not happy. It don't look like he having fun. So I think Lonzo has to be out, wants to be out. And then you make it Brandon and Zion's team and let Zion do a lot of the ball handling.
He's balling.
7-5. Step back. Watch out. 12 games. We've seen it.
It's a young team in the West.
If my opinion,
It's a young team in the West.
They're angry.
yeah, I mean, they totally fell off on their alliance. Listen, if my opinion had parents, it would be both of y'all's having a baby.
The fuck is that shit on LeVar Arrington's head?
So I kind of agree with both of you, right? I think that Zion.
That shit braided too. Fuck wrong with him with that muscle shirt and the goddamn suit jacket on.
I don't think he's on the level of GOAT of GOATs, like the names we mentioned with Kobe and with LeBron. He's not going, and it was set up just to
LeVar dressed in meathead attire.
Rick's defense. It was set up.
I like LeVar though. He cool.
Does Zion take LeBron's crown? Does he take his throne? So it was set up that way. I do not think that Zion is that type of good. I think he is GOAT good. I think he'll go down if he continues on the trajectory that he's on. Like you're saying, Broussard, I think he's GOAT good. You'll say he's a GOAT in the end. He's really, really good.
What do you mean GOAT?
But he's not a GOAT. He's not a GOAT of GOAT. Like this.
Yeah, he will be one of the greatest players the NBA has seen if he can stay healthy. If he don't get hurt. Now, with all that weight, he needs to lose some weight. Goddamn 30 pounds at least. And he'll have even more spring. He can get more rebounds because he won't tire so fast, so rapidly.
There's levels of GOAT. There's the big.
But definitely he will go down as one of the greatest players we ever seen if he could play 10 years or more.
Billy Goat, like the McGruffs, right? There's three of them. Like he would be maybe the first goat that goes down and gets turned away by the troll. Whereas you got maybe one more goat, and then you have the goats that come down and go ahead and take the goats across to go eat some grass. That's what I would
Rick,
say.
come on, 54 games into his career, and we're saying he can't be amazing? Like, come on, when Steph Curry was a rookie, Giannis, James Harden, nobody thought these guys could win MVP awards. Zion Williamson has been incredible.
Is Zion better than Blake Griffin ever was? Blake Griffin never won an MVP. I'm not sure how high he ever got in MVP ballots. I'm not sure if he was ever in the top threes. That's something I had to look up. But is Zion better than Blake Griffin?
In 54 total games. You know he's fifth in the league? You love stats. Player efficiency rating. Zion fifth. Like, again, he's playing with Steven Adams, Josh Hart, Lonzo Ball. LeBron couldn't win with those guys when he was on the Lakers, okay? Let's not expect Zion to dominate record-wise this early in his career, but Rick, you're selling him way short.
I agree. You can't judge him on record this early. Rick Bucher, that's a little bit of hate from the slick Rick.
That guy here gave me a great number. I compared Zion, Barkley earlier. Barkley took 6 threes as a rookie. When he won the MVP, 223-point attempts. Zion will evolve. All the great players do. Zion's going to win at least.
I don't think he had to shoot a 3. I don't think Giannis needs a 3. I don't think Ben Simmons needs a 3. You just need mid-range game at best. You can get a mid-range game. That's all you need. That will open it up. Basketball is basketball. I know everybody want to say, the league's different. It's a new game. Basketball is basketball, man. Get you a mid-range game that will open it up. So when you pump fake, you can move. Triple threat will open up. You don't necessarily have to shoot from 3.
At least one MVP.
No way. I don't think so.
Ability starts with availability.
I think Zion could and probably will win at least one MVP because he will be one of the most popular players in the league, especially after LeBron retires. If he can stay healthy, LeBron will retire. I don't know what will happen with Giannis. He's already won 2. But Zion definitely can win at least one MVP in his career. I think it's going to happen. He's going to be one of the most popular players ever.
Let's just ignore the fact that we still have a question. Can a guy built the way he is, playing the way he does, is going to be able to sustain this over an extended period of time? I hope it's the case. and I hope he evolves because I think he's a smart kid. I think he's about all the right things. I hope he's successful. But if you're asking me, can he live up to the hype based on what I've seen to this point? He's not there yet. He hasn't demonstrated that. You're giving me 12 games and 5+ assists. I mean, we're talking about all-time greats that we're putting him in the category of. He hasn't demonstrated that he can do that yet.
All right, is the NBA logo due for a refresh? That's next.
Yeah, Zion probably will win an MVP one day, and he will be one of the best players in the league one day. Will he go down as a GOAT? Well, he have to get the numbers. He has to play a long period of time. But Kobe is a GOAT. LeBron is a GOAT. Larry Bird is a GOAT. Magic Johnson is a GOAT. Of course, Michael Jordan is a GOAT. He can be in the conversation. He can be one of the. He has to stay healthy, and he could be something that we've never seen. But to me, Zion Williamson is a cross between Charles Barkley, game wise, with the athleticism of a Sean Kemp. Just straight out of Poverty Radio, Mike D. Peace.